Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Diego Fernandez, a professional mixing and mastering engineer and music producer, and today I'll show you how I create a dream pop type beat. Come with me. So guys, the first thing that I wanna talk is about the structure of the beat, and not only on this type of beats, but in general. For example, I was working with a guy that I'm teaching how to produce, and he's just starting, but he didn't know how to structure the beat. So I noticed that it was simply a bunch of elements together, but without certain logic. I think it could be your case if you're starting, and I think this will help you a lot. For example, in this song, and depending on the type of music that you're working, you need to study a little bit the structure of that music style. But for example, in general, a good measure could be from bar, let's start from the first, from bar 1 to bar 8. So that could be the measure of each section. So for example, this could be the intro, then on the next section you will have the verse, and then on the next section you will have the chorus. They all measure the same. And on each section you need to add or remove or change something. That means remove one element or a couple of elements to create a different feeling on the song. Or you could also add something or even change. For example, you could keep everything the same, everything going, but changing the chords, changing the melodies. And that will always make you feel that the beat is changing, that everything is changing, that is not repetitive, that is not boring. So this is really, really important. Let's start by hearing the, let's call intro. Great. Let's start by talking about the first part, that is chords. This song is on E major, and I definitely recommend, if you're not using it and you're not so good at music theory, to first choose the scale that you want to work with. In this case, I picked E major. And then here you can go here, click on scale, highlight scale, and you will see only the notes that belong to the scale. So it will be almost impossible for you to put the wrong note on the song. So these are the chords that I'm using. If you see, I'm using major 7 or minor 7 chords because I wanted to give that kind of R&B soul type of chord progression. And if you're looking for that, definitely I would recommend you to use 7th chord, minor 7, 7 dominant, whatever with 7. That will give you definitely that sound that you're looking for. This is the harmony. I'm using 2 electric pianos. I use contact for both of them. This is the blue version and this is the yellow version. So they're both electric pianos, but they have different sounds. So I put them left and right. That way you can create kind of like a stereo effect. Then I completed everything with a pad. Really nice, just to create some ambience. Great, let's go with drums. One important thing on any kind of music production is to pick the right sound. So when I was doing this beat, I searched for sounds that match that vibe, the lo-fi, dream pop vibe. So it's really important for you to choose the right type of sounds because that will make you way closer to the beat that you want to make, the idea that you want to make, than just throwing random sounds, okay? So look for the right sound and you will be way closer to what you want to make. In this case, this is the kick and the snare. They already sound lo-fi without anything. This is just a sample. Then if you add a hi-hat, I was looking for something real, something played, just to give that kind of like live element, because kick and snare are pretty tight, but with these other elements it sounds a little bit more live. Then I added 2 toms. They are not just random toms, they are toms following the type of music style that I'm making. One tom is panned to the left and one to the right, just to help create a stereo field. Then each feel is different, just to make it feel a little more realistic and less predictable. Same elements, just different placement, let's call it that way. Then I'm using these a lot lately, our chimes. These are really nice. They give, depending on the music style, they give some sort of like a magic feeling. Then I added a crash, just to help the transition. Great. And last but not least, a sweep effect. I love this to create that transition. So it all helps, it all comes together. Then I added a synth that sounds like this. The original sound was this, but I used Guitar Rig, which is a plugin for guitars, but you can do a lot of things with it. And I added this lo-fi preset and now it sounds totally great. Perfect. And just to complete it, I added a guitar, always using Guitar Rig. And a bass. This is the bass. Palm muted. I recorded both instruments. Then what I was telling you, I completed my 8 bars. Then I'll go to the next 8 and I'll change things. For example, let's hear what I did. I replaced the guitar for a new guitar. I added 2 guitars doing a stereo effect, so they are both doing the same, one to the left and one to the right. If you like the way I produce or the way that I work, I can work with you, I can produce your next song, or I could teach you. Below you'll find my email. Send me a message and let's start working together. These are not duplicated, so it's not the same recording twice. It's a different recording, because otherwise you will have like flanger or phase issues. So it's better if you record it twice, just to create a real stereo. Other than that, I added a couple of cymbals here and a new percussion. I also changed the harmony. So the harmony was like this. So I changed a lot of stuff. Let's hear the new part. Yeah. And it feels like fresh air that is coming to you. So smooth. Check this part. Right. So the chorus is basically the same part as the intro, but since the verse is kind of like a little bit more chill when the drop comes in, feels bigger. One important thing is just this. If the beat would have been straight, so everything repeating the same time, it wouldn't hit the same way. So check this out. Try to apply this concept. This beat is super simple, but sounds great, sounds really catchy. And it's simple. Try to apply this if you do this kind of music, or if you do any other types of music. Use this as inspiration to create something cool, okay? Hope you like it. If you like the video, remember to give me a like, remember to subscribe to the channel in order to receive notifications each time I upload a new video. Below in the comments, leave me anything you want. I'm always reading and answering to each single one of you. Follow me on my social networks if you haven't, and I'll see you next week with a new video. Bye guys.